Welcome to the place where ancient wisdom meets modern manhood. Today's video is a wake-up call for every man over 50. We're diving deep into what Stoic philosophy says about aging, dignity, power, and legacy, and why your greatest years might still be ahead of you. If you've ever felt lost in the noise of a fast-moving world, this message is your anchor. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, because your time matters, and so does your mindset. Let's get into it.
Have you ever noticed how some men seem to grow more confident, more purposeful, even, more respected as they get older?
Yeah, while others seem to.
Yeah.
We'll just fade a bit. It's a really stark contrast when you see it.
It really is. So what if I told you there's this ancient philosophy, one that guided emperors, thinkers through huge challenges? What if that holds the key? The key to transforming your later years into the most powerful and fulfilling chapter of your life. Today, we're diving deep. We want to uncover why these timeless Stoic principles aren't just relevant, but maybe essential for every man over 50.
Yeah, our mission here really is to explore how these ancient ideas, honed over literally 2 millennia, can fundamentally change how you experience every single day you have left. It's about shifting, from just enduring getting older to actually flourishing within it.
And the sources you shared, they give us a fascinating practical roadmap for applying these big ideas to the unique challenges and, opportunities that come with aging. So let's get into it. Let's unpack how to really embrace this stage. We often hear aging talked about through this lens of loss, don't we? Losing your physical prime, maybe regretting missed opportunities, feeling kind of powerless, maybe irrelevant in this fast-changing world.
Yeah, that's the common narrative.
And it's a mindset that can easily lead to, dread, a feeling that your best days are gone. But the Stoics, they suggest something different, right? Is that the only way?
Right.
Or is there a fundamental shift available?
Precisely. And what's crucial here, the sources really emphasize this, is that the difference isn't luck. It's not genetics. It's mindset, purely.
Okay.
Think about that coffee shop example from the source material. 2 guys, 60s. One is slumped over, complaining loud enough for everyone to hear: health, money, the world. Just radiating defeat.
Yeah, you see that sometimes.
And the other guy, sitting upright, engaged, talking animatedly, eyes bright with purpose. He's in his life. The difference, Stoic principles in action.
Right.
I mean, think about the big names. Marcus Aurelius wrote Meditations in his 50s, amidst plague, war, personal tragedy. Seneca produced his greatest stuff in his 60s, facing political persecution.
Wow.
These weren't young bucks. They were mature men harnessing the unique advantages of age and experience. They turned perceived weaknesses into strengths.
Okay, so if dread is kind of the default cultural setting, where do we even start to shift that? What's the first step Stoicism offers?
The first core principle, and it really is the bedrock, is focusing ruthlessly on what you can control. It sounds simple, but it's profound.
Okay.
See, the untrained mind obsesses over the uncontrollables, especially with age. The body changing, energy levels shifting, the world moving on.
Right, things you can't stop.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But the Stoic mind says, wait. Redirect that energy. Focus on controlling your response to those changes, your attitude, your daily habits, what you choose to read, the conversations you have, your legacy, how you treat your family, the wisdom you share, the example you set. Those are controllable. And shifting your focus there transforms everything.
That makes a lot of sense. Reclaiming agency.
Precisely. Especially when society might be telling you you're losing it.
Okay. And speaking of things that happen to us, by 50, let's be honest, you've collected some scars, right? Loss, disappointment, failure, pain.
Oh, absolutely. Life delivers.
And the normal human reaction is often, this is unfair, why me? Bad luck.
Right. And this is where the second principle comes in. Seeing adversity as a teacher. It's a radical shift.
How so?
What if those hits weren't just random misfortunes? The Stoic sees them as like a curriculum. A really tough course designed to build character, forge wisdom.
A curriculum. I like that.
Think about it. That job you lost, maybe it taught you adaptability, resilience, that relationship that ended. Painful, yes, but maybe it taught you about love, loss, self-reliance even. A health scare. It's terrifying, but it can bring laser focus on mortality, on what truly matters.
Right.
These aren't just random blows, they're the raw materials. Wisdom is forged from this stuff.
Right.
And as an older man, you have this Experience-based wisdom. It's like a superpower that genuinely increases with age. You see patterns, consequences that younger people just can't yet. You've lived it.
So you're not broken by it, you're refined. Okay. Now there's a third principle, negative visualization. Honestly, it sounds a bit depressing at first glance.
It does, doesn't it? Imagining losing things you value, health, independence, loved ones. Who wants to do that?
Exactly.
But it's this brilliant paradox.
Yeah.
The result is the exact opposite of depressing. It cultivates this deep, immediate gratitude for what you have right now.
Oh, okay.
Suddenly, that simple morning walk you can still take. It's not routine. It's a precious gift. That conversation with your partner, it's treasured, not just background noise.
Yeah.
By mentally grappling with potential loss, you're not inviting it.
Yeah.
You're appreciating the present and building resilience for when things do change. Because they will. It shrinks that gap between expectations and reality.
So you appreciate the ordinary as extraordinary. That's powerful.
Exactly.
And that gratitude, I guess it helps detach from things that are nice, but maybe not the core of happiness. Which leads us neatly to this next idea. Preferred indifferent. Sounds kind of academic.
It does sound a bit philosophical, yeah. But it's incredibly practical. It basically means things that are naturally nice to have, like good health, physical strength, maybe career status, good looks even.
Right. Stuff we generally want.
Stuff we prefer, yeah. But, and this is the key, the Stoics say they are not essential for your true happiness or your inner goodness, your virtue. They're nice to haves.
Okay.
And clinging to them, especially as they naturally fade with age, just causes suffering. So for older men, understanding this is liberating.
Yeah.
Massively liberating. Because your worth, your fundamental value as a person, isn't tied to how much you can bench press, or your job title, or looking young. Those are preferred indifference. They come and go.
So what is essential then?
Virtue, your character, wisdom, courage, justice, self-control. That's the only true good. And guess what? That stuff can actually improve with age. It deepens through experience. The man who's faced challenges and chosen virtue has a strength a young person just hasn't had the chance to build yet.
Right, right. Okay, let's shift to something maybe a bit heavier but really important, confronting mortality. That becomes more real for men as they age, doesn't it? How does the Stoic approach help there?
Yeah, it's unavoidable, isn't it? But the Stoics didn't fear death. They saw it as natural, inevitable, and actually as something that gives meaning and urgency to life.
Meaning? Ow.
We'll look at Marcus Aurelius again. He constantly reminded himself of his own mortality. Not to be morbid, but to focus his attention, to cut through the trivial stuff and focus on what truly mattered today. How he acted, his duties, his relationships.
So it's like a focusing lens.
Exactly. It paradoxically reduces fear, especially the fear of taking meaningful risks or living authentically. If you know your time is finite, you're less likely to waste it on pettiness or fear. You live more fully now.
That's a complete reframe.
Okay.
And speaking of now and daily action, the fifth principle is evening reflection. What's that look like in practice?
It's a really practical tool. Basically, at the end of the day, you take a few moments to review. Not to beat yourself up. That's crucial. It's not self-criticism.
Okay, more like a review.
Yeah, a learning opportunity.
Yeah.
You ask yourself things like, okay, where did I act in line with my values today? When did I let outside stuff get to me emotionally? What did I learn from that difficult conversation? How can I handle things a bit better, maybe be a bit wiser tomorrow?
Simple questions.
Simple, but powerful. Doing this consistently creates this feedback loop. You accelerate your own growth, your self-awareness. You refine your character day by day, regardless of age.
I can see how that would build up over time. Now, something a lot of older guys grapple with, especially in our culture, this feeling of becoming invisible, irrelevant.
Yeah, the youth obsession is real. It puts a lot of pressure on people.
So how do the Stoics help with that need for external validation?
They'd say seeking validation from others is basically setting yourself up for suffering.
Yeah.
It's a trap. Because you can't control how others see you.
Right.
Your worth, from a Stoic view, comes from within, from living by your principles, your virtue, how you conduct yourself, not from external approval or fitting some societal mold.
That sounds freeing.
It is freeing. It shifts your focus from how do I look or am I still important to how can I be useful? How can I contribute value? Plus, age actually brings unique opportunities.
Like what?
Well, often more freedom. Freedom to pursue real interests, maybe speak your mind more honestly, mentor younger people, volunteer, explore hobbies you never had time for. You're not invisible. You're potentially more authentic than ever.
Yeah, that freedom is appealing. Which brings us to principle 6, preferred actions. reminding us that while outcomes are often out of our hands, our choices, our efforts, those are ours.
Exactly. And this is so key when dealing with the stuff life throws at you as you get older.
Yeah.
Health challenges, family issues, maybe career changes.
Yeah.
You can't always control what happens.
Right.
But you always control how you choose to respond. With virtue, with patience when you feel frustrated, with understanding when someone disappoints you, with courage when you feel afraid. Those choices made over and over, they compound, they build your character. That's what refines you, strengthens you with age. Your actions define you, not the circumstances.
Okay, principle 7 involves a mental exercise. The view from above. What's that about?
This is a great one. It's about mentally booming out. Imagine looking down on your life, your town, the whole earth, even the cosmos, from way up high.
Like an astronaut's perspective.
Sort of, yeah. From that vast perspective, most of our daily stresses, our little anxieties, our frustrations, they start to look pretty small, pretty temporary.
I can see that. Puts things in perspective.
Totally. It helps you prioritize what actually matters long term. Your character, the love you share, your positive impact. Not the minor argument or the traffic jam. It cuts through the noise, reduces anxiety, and helps you focus on meaningful stuff.
Okay, let's talk about pleasure and pain. That's principle 8. Aging often brings more aches, maybe fewer intense thrills. How does Stoicism handle that?
The core teaching is balance. Neither pleasure nor pain should dictate your inner state. You learn to acknowledge discomfort. Yeah, that knee aches, that ability is fading without letting it overwhelm you or define your mood.
So you don't deny it, but you don't let it run the show.
Exactly. And similarly, you enjoy pleasures, a good meal, time with grandkids, sunshine, without becoming dependent on them, without chasing them desperately. This leads to emotional equilibrium, inner peace.
Yeah.
It's super liberating, especially when the body inevitably changes. You accept it gracefully.
Right. Number 9, anger and frustration. It seems like older guys sometimes get a reputation for being, well, irritable. Maybe it's physical stuff, tech changes, social shifts.
Yeah, it can happen. But Stoics were really clear. Anger is a choice. Almost always an ineffective one. It rarely helps.
So what's the alternative?
Pause. When you feel that anger rising, ask, is this emotion actually helpful right now? Will it improve things? Usually the honest answer is no. So instead, you consciously choose understanding or acceptance. Maybe that person struggling with the new system is just overwhelmed. Maybe that technological change is progress, even if it's annoying to learn. Choosing understanding over anger changes relationships, lowers your own stress. It's wisdom in action.
Choosing understanding. Okay. Principle 10 is gratitude. We touched on it with negative visualization, but this is broader.
Much broader. It's not just saying thanks. It's cultivating this deep, abiding appreciation for all the gifts of life. And older men, you have such a vast reservoir to draw from.
Like what specifically?
Decades of experiences, relationships built over lifetimes, memories, witnessing history unfold, seeing technology change the world, surviving challenges, the skills you've honed, the connections you've maintained.
Wow, yeah. When you list it.
Right. Focusing on that richness.
Yeah.
On what you have lived and learned and loved. It shifts everything from a feeling of scarcity or loss to one of genuine abundance. It's appreciating the sheer fact of your long, complex life.
That's powerful. Okay. Principle 11. Legacy. And we're not just talking money or statues here, are we?
Definitely not in the Stoic sense.
Yeah.
Legacy is about your impact through your character, through your actions, day in and day out.
How does that work?
Every interaction is a chance to leave a mark. Modeling virtue, honesty, kindness, courage. Sharing wisdom you've earned. Offering support. That's your legacy. The kindness you showed, the strength you offered, the principles you live by, that ripples outwards. It influences people long after you're gone. You're building it right now.
So it's an active thing, not just something left behind.
Absolutely. It's how you live.
Okay, 12. Change and adaptation. The world keeps spinning faster, it feels like. Easy to feel left behind.
Yeah, and the Stoics recognize change as the only constant. Fighting it, resisting the inevitable flow that just causes suffering.
So just roll over and accept everything.
Not quite. The wisdom is in knowing what to adapt to and what to hold firm on. Distinguish superficial changes, new gadgets, fashion trends from fundamental principles. Human nature, the importance of character, your core values.
Okay. Adapt tactically, but stay true strategically.
That's a good way to put it. Adapt where necessary, stay grounded in your principles. That way you remain relevant without losing your integrity. Like a tree flexing in the wind, but staying deeply rooted.
Nice metaphor. Okay, 13. Service to others. We touched on mentoring, but this seems broader too.
It is. With age comes this incredible wealth of experience and hopefully wisdom. The Stoic finds real purpose, deep meaning in sharing that. Giving back.
How?
Mentoring, yes. Volunteering. Supporting younger generations in your family or community. Just being a source of stability, of earned perspective. This sense of service provides value, connection. It combats feelings of irrelevance because you are contributing something unique. Your experience is needed.
Makes sense. 14. Present moment awareness. Being here now, not lost in yesterday's regrets for tomorrow's worries.
Exactly. It sounds simple, maybe a bit cliche, but it's crucial. Fully engage with what's right in front of you.
So like mindfulness.
Very much related, yeah. Be fully there with your loved ones. Immerse yourself in that hobby you enjoy. Tackle that challenge with your full attention. Don't let your mind be hijacked by reruns of past failures or anxieties about what might happen. Live life as it unfolds, moment by moment. Appreciate the now.
Especially important as time feels more precious.
Precisely.
Okay, finally, principle 15. Continuous growth. This really pushes back against the idea that aging means decline, that development stops.
Completely pushes back. For the Stoic, aging isn't an endpoint for growth. It's a new phase of growth. The focus might shift, yes. Maybe less about career ladders, more about wisdom, character, maybe spiritual development.
So always learning, always evolving.
Always. Every day is a chance to become a slightly better version of yourself. Learn something new, deepen a relationship, understand yourself more fully. This mindset prevents stagnation, prevents despair. It opens up possibilities for deeper connections, greater wisdom, exploring new interests right up until the end. You're never done growing.
Wow. Okay, so bringing this all together, it's clear Stoicism isn't just about toughing things out. It's a practical, powerful framework for actually thriving as you age.
Thriving, exactly. It gives you tools. Real tools for dignity, for purpose, for finding a profound inner peace, no matter what's happening externally.
And what really strikes me is, it's never too late, is it?
Never. That's maybe the most liberating part. You can start today, and age isn't a disadvantage here. It's actually an advantage.
How so?
You have the wisdom of experience that younger people lack. You might have more freedom from certain pressures. And facing mortality can bring incredible clarity. These are strengths unique to this stage of life, perfect for practicing Stoicism.
So, listen. Your later years absolutely can be the most rewarding, peaceful, meaningful time of your life. If you approach them with this kind of wisdom, don't buy into the cultural hype about youth being everything. Don't believe your best days are automatically behind you.
And really not. They're different perhaps, but potentially richer.
So here's the challenge, the invitation. Take action. Just pick one thing we talked about today, one principle that really resonated with you, and start applying it. Just one small step. Your future self will thank you. Seriously. And the people around you, the world will benefit from the character and wisdom you keep building. Remember this. Age isn't your enemy. It's your teacher. It's your refiner. It's your path to a kind of wisdom, a kind of strength you could only get through living a long life. Embrace it.